Greetings and salutations, everyone, and welcome back to more Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney Trilogy. I guess it's Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney, and then it just happens to be a trilogy of that. Yes, it's not a trilogy of Ace Attorneys, it's Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney Trilogy. Yes. Anyway, we were on final day, trial ladder 2. Where the chief of police took his right of not needing to testify, so he left. And now we're going to call Lana Sky to the stand to try to get her to say anything. Now then, the defendant, Miss Lana Sky, please take the stand.
Lana Sky, you are the chief prosecutor. I'm sure you're aware of what is required of you.
Mr. Edgeworth, you already know everything. You know all that I've done these past 2 years. Please provide the court with your testimony, Miss Sky. And remember, you are under oath. You want to hear the truth. Of course, the truth.
Lana, no matter what happens, I'll always be your sister.
Now then, your testimony, if you will. First, tell us about your relationship with Chief Gant. Everything hinges on your testimony. You're the only chance we have to get Gant. Gant and the fabrication. I worked alongside Gant for years. There's no truth to this blackmail theory. I fabricated the evidence 2 years ago all by myself. When I found Prosecutor Marshall's body, I rearranged the crime scene. My only motivation was to get Dart convicted. It had nothing to do with Emma. Are you sure about this testimony? Your Honor, I'm confessing to a capital offense. Of course I'm sure.
But Lana...
If this is true, then that means Chief Gant has nothing to do with this. That's what I've been telling you from the beginning. Kirby's ghost is still mad.
Don't blame him. He just can't help it. He just speaks vicariously through my avatar, you know?
Yeah.
Anyway. Please, Mr. Wright. You've got to help her. She's sacrificing herself because of me.
What if she's telling the truth?
She's not. I know my own sister. Whenever she speaks stiffly like that, she's hiding something inside. Deep down, really screaming in agony.
Yeah, this is no time to start second-guessing myself. The defense may now begin its cross-examination. Well, if nothing jumped out at you, it's time to press everything.
Yes.
How many years exactly? Ever since I made senior detective. Let's see, I was 24 then, so that would be 5 years. Detective Gant and Detective Sky were legendary partners. I personally saw them testify in numerous cases. She must have been good, coming from the same school as Mia. Damon Gant was a respectable detective, that's why. But think about it, Miss Sky. You didn't murder Detective Goodman. You told me as much yesterday in jail. You still don't get it, do you, Mr. Wright? Any testimony you cannot present in court is as useless as idle gossip. I stabbed Detective Goodman with a knife. And... I mean, you did stab him, he was already dead. Oh.
Right.
Did you do so to help your sister. Joe Dark was a serial killer. My sister almost became his last victim that day. I didn't want that incident to ruin her life. But what she did was justifiable self-defense. She wouldn't have been charged with anything. That's not the point. She was traumatized that day, all because of that creep. That's why I couldn't forgive him.
Lana,
So that's why you fabricated the evidence 2 years ago? You say you did this all by yourself? Yes.
Would you mind telling us what you found when you arrived at the crime scene?
It seems I was the first person to discover the scene. The broken prosecutor award knife was stuck in the victim's body. What? Prosecutor Marshall died from an unfortunate accident. That's only a situation you dreamed was possible. The reality is, it wasn't my sister who took the prosecutor's life. Fantasize all you want, Mr. Wright, but I'll never change this statement.
You mean Prosecutor Marshall wound up being killed by Dark?
Something like that.
If that is so, what happened to the other murder weapon? Dark was carrying a switchblade knife.
Oh, that was lying on the floor a little distance away. It was probably knocked away in the struggle. That's not how it went down. She's trying to cover up her lies with more lies.
not just to protect me.
So when you found the scene like this, what did you do? After all, this is what everything boils down to. Yes. Broke off the tip of Dark's knife, planted it inside the wound, then moved the body. You planted the tip of Dark's knife in the victim's wound, and then you moved the body?
Sorry. Noise in the background.
But why? Why would you do that?
You of all people should know, Edgewood. You've always had a good head on your shoulders. My head isn't that bad, but maybe I ought to ask for the sake of the others. Why did you plant the knife, or why did you move the body?
Why did you move the body, I guess?
When you showed up in the scene, where exactly was the victim's body? It was where you deduced it was, by Chief Gant's desk.
But the body was found by your desk. Why did you move it there?
The reason for that is simple. To have the witness explain this in more detail. The reason this guy moved the body. Pieces of the jar that shattered during the events threatened my plan. Pieces of the jar, you mean? Yes, that wretched jar you showed us earlier. You mean the Blue Badger. In order to show that Dark committed the crime, I felt it would be more expedient to move the body.
So, when you first found the body, the jar was already...
Of course, it had been shattered to pieces. If you looked at the crime scene, it would be clear right away what happened. Neil Marshall was dead, and Dark was lying unconscious. In other words, the jar must have broken during their struggle. I see. What's the matter, Emma?
Apparently the jar shattered at the time the crime was committed. But I have a feeling there was more to it than that.
There must be a contradiction here somewhere. I mean, if the jar has Emma written on it, then it was, like, written before it broke?
Right.
Because if... let me look at it again. But, like, the E... well, I can't see it in separate pieces now, but... the E... they were all in, like, different pieces, so we didn't just, like, grab them all like that. together at that point. Anyway, I committed this fabrication completely alone. And also that... I guess throw the jar at this.
Yeah.
Behold, the blue
Take
badge.
that. As he throws a jar at her.
Take that! Miss Sky, I understand how you feel. You committed that crime 2 years ago to protect your sister. You mean the forgery at the scene where Mir Marshall was murdered? If that truth were to be exposed now, the past 2 years of your life will have been in vain. Even so, I am compelled to bring to everyone's attention a significant contradiction within your testimony. Contradiction in my testimony? You testified, and I quote, "The pieces of the jar that shattered during the events threatened my plan." That's right. Do you have a problem with that? It's a simple oversight, really. You see, a message was written on this jar with the victim's blood. Yes, the prosecutor must have written it in his final moments. Exactly so. And this is where the contradiction lies. In order for the victim to be able to write his message on the jar, it must not yet have been broken before he died. Ah. They couldn't have written Emma's name on a shattered jar. Order, order.
Your Honor, it would appear more information is needed in regard to this jar and its bloody message. We may be missing something critical here.
Something critical?
Chief Prosecutor, it seems you're as in the dark as we are about the truth towards which we are headed.
What?
Just tell us exactly what you saw. We'll piece it together. We'll piece together the information to arrive at the truth.
Very well. The witness may now continue her testimony. Jar and message in blood. I immediately noticed the blood traces on the jar, but it was dark in the room and I didn't have time to check it out. To be safe, I wiped away the blood. The fragments were large, so I'm sure I got them all. All I could think about was wiping them clean before they were discovered. You mean you were the one who wiped away the message in blood? I wasn't chief prosecutor at the time.
She didn't think Dark was the real murderer. That's why she tried to erase the real evidence.
Very well. The defense may now begin its cross-examination. Jar and message in blood. Anything jump out at you? You just want to press everything.
Press it all.
Okay. So the jar was already broken. It's a miracle that thing hadn't broken earlier. It certainly looks as feeble as the defense's case. Not as feeble as the judge's judgment.
You were an ace detective who never missed a detail. Do you really expect us to believe? You didn't investigate what was written on the jar pieces.
Normally I would have. But it was dark.
But she couldn't see.
So you didn't know your sister's name was written on the jar? No. If I had known, I would have gathered all the pieces and ground them to a dust. Oh, that helps my case.
Lana, you do that for me?
Seems you two might make up yet. Anyway, I just barely had enough time to move the body as it was.
If someone happened upon the scene, you'd lose your chance to erase the evidence. You must have been in a hurry.
I was. I knew I had to destroy the evidence before anyone came. This is rather shocking. She wiped away blood. I'm afraid this action of yours reveals what really happened. What do you mean? You really thought Dart killed Prosecutor Marshall. You wouldn't have wiped away the blood. What else could I have done in that situation?
Lana,
I only had a few moments. There wasn't enough time for me to do anything else but gather up the pieces. They were large, so I'm sure I got them all. But how could you see with the power? It should have been pitch black in that office. A detective is always prepared, Mr. Wright. Even now, I always carry a pocket light and a camera with me.
even I carry a bottle of emergency luminol wherever I go.
I never miss anything. I got every last piece. Except the one that was in the safe. So you illegally rearranged the crime scene. Yes, I don't have any excuse for my actions.
I'm so sorry, Lana. I didn't know. I treated you so badly all this time.
It's not too late. There's still plenty of time to make up. After we've gotten to the bottom of this incident. No doubt this day will leave a permanent stain on the history of the prosecutor's office.
More contradictions have surfaced in her testimony.
Her sister's really putting up a fight. She must really care about you. Still, she's not doing this the right way. I think I've finally figured out the contradictions in her testimony. There's one final possibility that might turn everything around. Sure, she got them all, but we found one in the safe. We have evidence that just, like, we can throw at that. Final fragment found in Chief Gant's safe, so I guess let's just throw this at her again.
Yeah.
The blue badger is always the answer. Yes, Sky, I believe this jar conceals a truth even you are unaware of. What? We found the final piece of this jar in Chief Gant's safe. The chief's safe? But how? I knew it. She really didn't know. There's something even more disturbing about that final piece. There was still blood on it. But the witness just testified that she gathered every last piece and wiped the blood off of them. Yes, which leaves us with only one explanation. On the night Prosecutor Marshall was murdered, you were not the first one to show up on the scene. Chief Gant got there before you. Couldn't the defendant have simply missed a piece? I'm afraid that's unlikely. The pieces are too big for anyone to miss, let alone an ace detective. That may well be, but everyone makes mistakes. Even I once wasted an entire day looking for my dentures. They were in my mouth all along. Can you believe that?
Wow.
Have you forgotten, Your Honor? When this witness arrived at the scene, the jar was already broken.
Oh, that.
There's no way a name could have been written on a shattered jar. Another person discovered the same scene prior to the witness.
I hope you're not implying this person was Chief Gant. At the time, he was looking for Dart downstairs. Besides, even if he was there first, why would he break the jar? The question is, if he did arrive there first, why did he hide that fact for 2 years? Well, Your Honor, can you answer us that? No. No. That's how he defeated the judge.
Judge defeated.
Wait, I'm not the one on trial here.
My God. Wow.
Damon Gant arrived at the crime scene prior to the witness. He proceeded to break the jar. and purposely hid one of the broken pieces. Question. What is this action called?
Fabrication of evidence. But why would Chief Gant do that?
In light of what happened afterwards, isn't it clear?
What happened afterwards?
Discovering the scene, Lana Skye believed her sister Emma killed the victim. Determined to help her sister, she sought Gant's aid. Lending her his aid, Gant helped her create evidence that incriminated Dark, sparing Emma, and therein lies the reason. The reason why Miss Skye became the chief's puppet.
Dang, she put her finger real hard and look him.
No.
No, I did it on my own.
Please, sis. I'm trying to protect the chief. I can't let you suffer anymore for my sake.
No, you didn't. It wasn't you, Emma. You didn't kill anyone. Don't believe anything Mr. Wright says. Defense attorneys make up the most foul lies to defend their clients. Foul lies? Imagine that coming from my own client. I guess you do seem the type who likes to twist the truth.
What?
Wait a minute. What if we're still smack dab in the middle of Gant's trap? Is something wrong, Mr. Wright? Lana may be right after all.
Do you mean right?
So, you do tell foul lies then, Mr. Wright?
Miss Skye, please testify once more. But if evidence was fabricated behind your back, then Emma's accidental killing of Prosecutor Marshall might also be a lie.
But I do remember knocking over Mr. Marshall.
Miss Skye, if you will. I can't.
There's nothing to be afraid of anymore. This cross-examination may not change anything. However, this is a possibility that it will, if you tell the truth.
Very well. I'll testify about what I really saw. Alright, the witness may testify once more for the final time. Actual crime scene. When I arrived, I found Mr. Marshall's body impaled on that suit of armor sword. Emma and Dark were lying unconscious on the floor nearby. When I saw what had happened, I thought she did it. That's why I erased all the evidence that linked her to the murder. I had Chief Gant help me remove the body from the sword and carry it. But if it all really was a fabrication, Emma might be innocent. Unbelievable. The body was impaled on the armor sword?
You were the only one who saw that. If only you had proof.
Actually, I do have proof. I gave it to Mr. Wright just this morning. What? To me? It's a picture I took of the crime scene as I encountered it. I thought it might be needed. I don't remember receiving a picture like that unless you put it in the book you gave me.
Lana must have known. See, Mr. Wright? She really does have faith in you.
Very well, Mr. Wright. Please present this picture. I remember receiving any pictures from Lana. Probably because it's in the book or something.
Yeah, check
I
the
think.
book.
Actually, I don't think I'm allowed to look at the book. Other than this. But if we just present it, oh, it'll be fine.
Lana said she gave it to you this morning, right?
I seem to remember getting something from her then.
Let's check that evidence again. There must be a picture in there somewhere.
Now we can actually look at it.
Yeah.
Yo. Oh my goodness. Hey, there's a picture here.
Oh. Oh my. This is the actual crime scene.
No other detective saw the crime scene like this. Because I contacted Criminal Affairs only after I had rearranged everything. On his picture inserted into the court record. Crime scene photo taken from the case 2 years ago. Yeah,
Mr. Wright.
let me look at it real quick. It's like missing part of his jacket thing. Vest. There was this random piece of leather that's... Just keep that in your head.
Yeah. A piece cut out from his vest. Could that be...
The cloth we found inside Chief Gant's safe. What's this?
It's a handprint, isn't it? A cloth. Got fingerprints on it. Whosoever fingerprints those are must be the real murderer.
What? But those fingerprints. They're yours, Emma.
Why are your lips turning all purple, Mr. Wright?
Anyway, let's get on with the cross-examination. So long as you tell the truth, we should be able to flesh out the real murderer.
Very well. The defense may now begin its cross-examination. Actual crime scene. I didn't get to do anything. Come now,
That's
Reggie.
why.
This is the poorest excuse for a trial I've ever seen. Chief Gant. What, now you want to make me out as the bad guy too? If so, I'd like to put in a word or two in my defense.
I'm afraid it's too late for that.
What?
You already declined to testify. That means you forfeited your right to make statements of any sort.
This must be that risk we were talking about earlier.
Just sit back, relax, and enjoy the sound of the nose tightening around your own neck. The noose tightening around your neck.
Ah, so what? You think I'm worried? Sorry to disappoint you, but I don't need to make any statements.
Kirby didn't like that.
What do you mean?
The evidence will do all the talking for me. Even if I can't testify, I can still present evidence. Yes, that's true. Wait, you mean you still have some conclusive evidence? No, I don't, but someone does. Someone? So, what's your excuse, Righto? Why have you been keeping quiet about it? You do have something to show us, right? Something that proves who knocked over Neil Marshall, causing his death. Conclusive evidence that leaves no room for doubt. Is this true, Mr. Wright? Oh no, now we're the one hiding evidence. I show that piece of evidence now. Am I sure to be made out as the murderer? Mr. Wright, if you have more evidence, present it now. If you try to conceal anything, you will be the one appearing before the Board of Inquiries. What do I do now? I better think this through carefully. I can't afford to make the wrong decision. AKA safes come first.
Yes.
Should I present that piece of evidence? The one that shows who really killed Prosecutor Marshall? Show the evidence, or I cannot show the evidence?
If we don't show it, that'll look bad on us. If we do show it, we know it was like in self-defense and she was trying to help. I mean, kind of, all the evidence so far points towards it anyway, so.
So you
I
want
say
to show it?
But what about you? Okay, okay.
I mean, I can't really decide. Either one's fine.
I know. I figured.
Yes, Your Honor, I do have further evidence.
Alright. The time's finally come to show it then. Those prints have got to be the chief's.
Now then, let's see this conclusive evidence. The evidence that shows who actually murdered Prosecutor Marshall. Let me just, like, throw something else.
Yeah.
What would we throw, though? So is this book gonna help us at all? No, we basically ignore that book, so...
That piece isn't registered, is it?
Right.
We wouldn't be able to do it anyway.
Yeah, but we're just throwing unregistered proof all over the place, so it's really matter.
I suppose.
Maybe we'll come back to that, but... Let me just look at the handwriting again.
This is a handprint, right?
Yeah, someone left behind an oil stain on the fabric. Whoever it was, they must have had a really oily hand.
They're right. Think about it scientifically.
Huh?
The more likely explanation is... the person slipped and fell on a freshly waxed floor. Getting wax all over their hand.
Well, that would account for this amount of oil, I guess. I don't see what's so scientific about it, though.
It happens, you know? I always slip on floors at school after they're waxed.
No, it was her.
Yep. Literally proved it.
You want to just present it and see what happens?
Yeah.
It's a piece of leather cloth. Yes, it most likely was cut from the victim's vest near his chest.
What's this? There's a big handprint on it.
Surely it must have been left on the cloth by whoever shoved the victim into the sewer. What? Whose fingerprints are on this? I'm sure Wright has checked, haven't you? Well, whose are they? They're Miss Sky's, Miss Emma Sky's.
What? They're mine? So I really did do it.
See, I told you it was conclusive. But this was found in your safe. That means it's possible you forged it. I don't know what you're talking about. I don't remember any cloth in my safe. Do you really expect me to believe that? But...
Give it up, Mr. Wright. It's over.
oh no, we got bad ending.
You shouldn't have presented that. By presenting that evidence, you tied Emma Sky to Neil Marshall's death.
No. It appears we have our killer.
Oh, well,
Yeah.
bad ending.
No! Everything hinged on that point. In the end, Lana alone was found guilty on all counts.
What? Cringe.
Yay, our first game over.
Okay, try it again. We don't present it.
We just do exactly what they did. It's don't show evidence.
Yep.
Your Honor, I don't have any evidence I can present at this point in time. I mean, he was, like, denying that it was from his safe, so what's he gonna be like now? No, you took it out of my safe. Like,
Yeah.
No, yeah. What? You lie. Chief Gant? You opened my safe. I know you took what was inside. The conclusive evidence. I don't know what you're talking about.
You're right. Why didn't you show them? We found it together.
Oh, I see. It's because you know the truth, don't you? You know whose fingerprints are on it. That's why you won't present it.
What are you talking about, Chief Gant?
Can't you figure it out? Take a good look at this picture. See the victim's vest? Notice anything odd about the chest area? Looks like part of it's been cut out for some reason.
You mean you had this in your safe?
What? That means you, the chief of police, have been concealing evidence. This is going to be the biggest scandal in the history of the police department. Impressive. To be honest, I didn't think you had the gall, Brighto. Well, I can't just let you pin me up as the murderer. I'll tell you what really happened. What? You mean you admit to it? Well, let's see what he says. I was the first person to arrive at the crime scene that day. It then occurred to me that I could use this situation to control Lana.
So you really were manipulating her.
I knew Lana. If I made it look like the blame lay with her sister, that when she saw the scene, she would ask me for my aid.
So you assisted Miss Sky.
I told her to arrange all the evidence. I had her plant the knife tip in the victim's body and move the body across the room.
And I ended up using that evidence to get Joe Dark convicted.
When I tampered with the crime scene, I hid 2 pieces of evidence. This was before Lana arrived at the scene, mind you. 2 pieces of evidence. You mean those items in your safe? But why? For insurance, of course. Insurance? I was sure my plan would work, but it's always best to be prepared for the worst. I wasn't about to let anyone blame me for a murder that girl committed. You mean you were calculating that far ahead while forging the evidence? What do you take me for? A fool? I didn't make police chief by dumb luck. See this jar fragment? I hid the most legible part of Emma's name. I didn't expect Lana to go and wipe the blood off all the pieces.
If you fabricated all the evidence, what's to say you didn't fabricate the message on this jar too?
Oh. Merry Christmas. Some people just don't know when to quit, do they? That's why I kept one more item for insurance.
You mean that piece of cloth?
Come on, Righto, cough it up already. I know you have it.
What are you waiting for, Mr. Wright?
So you admit to it then, Chief Gant. That you were hiding the cloth you cut off the victim's vest in your safe. Yes, I admit it. I didn't want to have to do that, being chief and all. But it's a lot better than being portrayed as a murderer. Well, Mr. Wright, what do you have to say for yourself? Just a moment ago, you said you didn't have any evidence you could present. Foolish move, Righto. You should have shown it then before it was too late. It's been a long battle. But the moment of truth has finally arrived. As long as I don't mess up here, victory is mine. Show evidence or cannot show evidence.
Cannot show evidence.
The bottom one you said?
Yeah, I mean,
Is that what you said?
maybe?
I mean,
Yeah, is this what I said? Yes.
now it's too late to show the evidence now. Besides, even if I did, it just exposed that poor girl's fingerprints.
Right. Take guard over the circumstances.
The circumstances?
I'm talking about then and now. There's one major difference between the two. Weren't you waiting for that difference?
So, Edgeworth figured out my plan. I know what he's saying. He's saying that before, when we showed it, we didn't have the guy just literally admit that he forges evidence. And now, if we show it, it's from the guy who literally admitted he forged all the evidence.
Yeah.
So maybe now we don't show it.
Forging and hiding.
Your Honor, I do have evidence to present now. Alright then, let's see this conclusive evidence. The evidence that shows who actually murdered Prosecutor Marshall. Then I guess we show it.
Yep.
Let me verify this once more. On the day of the crime, you personally cut out this piece of the victim's vest. Oh yes, at last you finally brought it out into the open. There's a handprint on this piece of cloth.
Your Honor, the prosecution requests that that be immediately sent to the lab for analysis. This handprint on the leather. There must have been a strong impact for it to be left so clearly.
You mean?
It could not have been forged. It must be authentic, conclusive evidence.
You're as slow on the uptake as ever, Worthy.
What?
Think about it. Wright had all this time to present this evidence. Yet he was reluctant to do so. Why would that be?
You mean you already know? You know whose fingerprints are on that.
Mr. Wright, do you really know?
Whoever the fingerprints belong to must be the real murderer. Whose fingerprints are they? Very well, I'll tell you. Should be okay now. Everything's proceeding as predicted. The person to whom these fingerprints belong to is...
Emma.
Emma Skye.
What? They're mine?
I'm sorry, Emma.
But why? Why didn't you tell me? I was 14.
Oh, ho, 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 ho. You're really something right now. You knew this girl did it all along. You still tried to pin the murder on me. So it's true, tragic, but true. This girl really did show Prosecutor Marshall to his death.
What's that?
How could
What?
you monster? Miss Scott. You knew whose fingerprints those were all along, yet you acted like she really didn't. Miss Skye, it's not over yet. What? I said this trial isn't over yet. Ha, but I'm afraid it is over, boy. Not only this trial, but your career, too. You purposely concealed this conclusive evidence. That, my friend, is a serious offense. I'm looking forward to pressing charges after the defendant is convicted. I'll have your badge, boy. What's the matter? A cat got your tongue? Aren't you going to tell us how it feels? How it feels to be the one who single-handedly turned a poor little girl into a murderer? Before I do that, there's just one little thing I have to clear up. Oh, and what's that? Who really killed Prosecutor Neil Marshall? What? Chief Gant, you are absolutely right. This piece of cloth proves who the real murderer is. Who killed Neil Marshall, you ask? It was Emma Skye, wasn't it? I'm afraid that's not possible. You see, this piece of cloth contains a critical contradiction. What? A contradiction? What is this fool babbling about? I'm talking about a contradiction, one that proves who the real killer is. Mr. Wright, this piece of cloth. What could it possibly contradict? Chief Gant, your tyrannical reign ends here. Go lip sync. Behold the piece of evidence that contradicts this cloth. What do we have that contradicts it?
I don't know. I guess size of it, but I don't know.
We can think is that, like, there's blood under where the vest would be. I'm trying how to get there, but I just went dribble down there, so maybe that's not it.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe. I mean, could
There's no
be.
blood on it, which is like, there should be blood if it was... No,
Oh yeah, that's a
well,
good point. There would be blood on it if it did go underneath it too.
So I just
Just
throw
ripped
this
off
at it.
beforehand. Yeah.
Damn, it's wrong. What exactly is this supposed to be? This is the picture Miss Sky took. Take a good look at it. See where the piece of his vest was cut out? Yes, his shirt is showing underneath it. It's hard to make out with all the blood on his vest, though. Exactly my point. His chest is soaked with blood. That's only natural. His lungs, no doubt... Oh, sorry. His lungs were no doubt were punctured. Blood poured out of his mouth. Oh, but that piece of cloth... Wait, there's no blood on it. Ah. Ah. Since Emma Sky's fingerprints are on this cloth, there's no doubt that she shoved the prosecutor aside. However, Mr. Marshall was not impaled on the sword at that time. No, this is nonsense. Now then, Chief Gant, let me ask you something. Prosecutor Marshall was not impaled when he was shoved aside.
He most likely hit his head on the ground and was knocked out.
If so, then tell me, who could it have been? Who could have arrived at the scene before Miss Lana Sky, picked up the unconscious prosecutor, and impaled him on the armored sword?
Then, to make it look like Emma was responsible for the prosecutor's death, said person proceeded to write her name on the jar with the victim's blood. A jar that they needed, they then broke on purpose to leave behind a clue. And to make Lana believe her sister did it.
Remember what you admitted only moments ago? That you personally cut out this bloodless piece of the victim's vest? Ironic, isn't it? Through the very act of creating insurance, you proved that you were the actual murderer. No. It's finally all over. Objections to somebody. Oh, that was close, Wright. You almost had me. Sorry, but you'll have to do better than that. I refute your allegations. What do you mean you refute his allegations? You see, that piece of cloth is illegal evidence. Order, order!
This is one that had to show it.
What nonsense is this? You know that we don't care about that law. Illegal evidence cannot be used to convict a suspect. Remember, Aji? Earlier, old Wright here concealed that piece of cloth. So then, what's your excuse, Raito? You do have some conclusive evidence, don't you? Your Honor, I don't have any evidence I can present at this point in time. Well, that's true. The defense did refuse to present evidence. At that moment, that piece of cloth ceased to be legal evidence.
But that's not fair.
So you actually think you can best me in court? It looks like the last laugh's on you, son. I'm afraid Mr. Gant's claim is legally correct. Well, Mr. Edgeworth?
True, and legal evidence cannot be used to convict a person. Assuming, of course, that the evidence is indeed illegal.
Well, Mr. Wright? It seems, at last, the time for me to reveal my plan has finally arrived. According to Kaikaku, says...
That is say.
Mr. Wright, do you admit to it?
Wow. Great minds think alike.
That you purposely and illegally concealed this piece of cloth? I did or I did not. Well, let me look at that book again, because that feels like it's relevant. No
I
evidence
guess
shall be
we
shown
have to
of the
say-
approval of the police department, and we didn't have approval, and unregistered evidence presented must be relevant to the case on trial, and it wasn't relevant until he told us more about what it was, and then we presented it, so then it became... So, we did everything according to the rules, right?
Yeah. So, we...
It did
Yeah.
not do anything illegal. I
Yeah.
think. I admit I refused to present it at one point. Aha, so the evidence is illegal. No, it isn't, Mr. Gans. Huh? It's not that I didn't present evidence then. It's that I couldn't. What do you mean you couldn't? There are certain procedures involved when presenting evidence. No, Archie, don't listen to his lies. He's nothing but a coward. You can't really believe.
There's only one issue left to be resolved in this trial. Is this evidence legal or not?
Very well, let us settle this once and for all. Earlier, you refused to present evidence. If you can prove your conduct was not in violation of the law, then do so now. Behold the duck. This is my proof, Your Honor. Evidence law. What's this? I've done my homework too, Chief. Indeed, Emma Sky's fingerprints were on this piece of cloth. However, at that point in time, this was merely a piece of cloth, nothing more. What? You see, it's written right here in this book. The second rule of evidence law.
Rule number 1. No evidence shall be shown without the approval of the police department.
I found this piece of evidence myself inside your safe. It goes without saying I did not have approval from the police department.
Rule number 2. Unregistered evidence presented must be relevant to the case on trial.
And here's the crux of the matter. You see, at the time it was impossible for me to prove the relevance between the cloth and the SL9 incident. What kind of nonsense is this? You want relevancy? Just take one look at this picture and... Sorry, but can you recall? When was that picture presented? That was shown only a few moments ago. No.
He's right. At the beginning of today's trial, that piece of cloth was still meaningless.
The person who gave it value as evidence was you, Demon Gans.
You yourself confessed to a certain truth.
Let me verify this once more. On the day of the crime, you personally cut out this piece of the victim's vest. Oh, yes. No.
It was then that you approved this cloth as conclusive evidence. Yes, you, the chief of police, personally approved this cloth.
The only person who could have cut this from the victim's vest is the one who stood before Prosecutor Marshall in his final moments. In other words, the real murderer, and there's only one person who that could be. Damon Gant, the killer was you! I knew I should have gotten rid of him. That good-for-nothing scum. For 2 years, he's been snooping around the department trying to get something on me. Crimes are being committed every day, yet he insisted on hounding me.
Well, your crime wasn't exactly petty.
He wanted to reinvestigate the case. He recruited Angel Star, then convinced Bruce Goodman. Detective Goodman? Yeah, that's right.
If the evidence is transferred, I'll lose my only chance to find out the truth. Please, you gotta help me.
Goodman turned him down, as he ought to. Still, Jake Marshall didn't know when to quit.
He stole Goodman's ID card and tried to take the evidence.
Goodman came to me that day. He wanted to file a lost item report. I went with him to the evidence room. Then all of a sudden he decided to speak out. What are you talking about, Goodman? Will you please reopen the investigation, Chief? We can't transfer the evidence out. There are too many questions left unanswered. He opened his evidence locker, and as he was taking the evidence out, he said, "It's not too late. I'm going to hand all this over to Marshall." Well, to be honest, I was a bit taken aback by his words. I had a bad feeling when he came to see me, but I never thought he'd bring up SL9. That's when I saw it, that accursed night. I couldn't just pull it out.
Doing so would have only led to more blood, making it near impossible to hide your crime.
Even so, the blood was just pouring out. I didn't know who might stumble in, so I hurried to wipe it up. I was worrying so much about the floor, I didn't realize my fatal mistake. The bloody handprint on Detective Gumshoe's locker. I used to be known as the crime computer, but everyone has to start somewhere, I guess. I was too nervous. I had no business doing any of it.
Then you put the body in my car.
I'm sorry, I couldn't think of any other way to move the body. I broke your trunk, but what's the big deal? You make a lot more than us detectives ever will. Leaving the prosecution's car aside, how could you get Miss Sky involved in all of this? Well, she had as much to lose as I did if the truth came out.
So you took the evidence from Detective Goodman's locker.
I felt bad for having to do it. I also didn't have the time to pick and choose what to take. So, you left the jar fragments in the glove. Yeah. Looks like I was better off being an investigator of crimes than a committer. They all did their best to get in my way. I've got to hand it to them. They do their jobs well, much to my dismay.
Fake evidence doesn't hold up very well upon close examination. You must have known that.
Tell me, Worthy, why do you stand in court?
Me?
You despise criminals. I can feel it. You and me, we're the same. One day you'll understand. Oh, believe me, you will. You're just one man. You'll see what it really takes to bring them down once you try to go it alone. Well, looks like it's time to say goodbye. Oh, Udgy. What? Looks like we'll have to cancel that lunch date. Sorry, old friend. I'm sorry too, David Gang. I knew you as you used to be long ago. You were once a fine investigator, an example to others on the force. I'm sorry to learn that you are no longer that person. Those days are gone now, Udgy. Thanks for all the memories, though. Don't worry, you'll be fine. Now you have Wright over here. And Worthy. With these two around, you can't go wrong. In fact, I can hear them already. The melodious sounds of a new beginning. There are two things I want you to understand. Yes. First, your sister never hurt anyone. Second, Damon Gant betrayed you from the beginning. You see, Miss Sky, you no longer have any reason to keep silent. You're right. When this trial is over, I'll tell everything. All that I've done these past 2 years. And the time I had Gant help me forge evidence up until today. All the corruption for those 2 years.
Yep.
So, It seems all the questions raised in this trial have been answered. I'm sorry, Miss Sky. I couldn't get you out of all your trouble. My, what high standards you have for a rookie. I can see why Mia thought so highly of you. Who knows, a few years from now, you just might make it to the top. Oh my goodness, she smiled.
Oh
I owe you my
God.
thanks, Mr. Wright. Miss Sky. And to you too, Mr. Edgeworth. You don't get a smile, though. You've suffered every bit as much as I have over these past few days. Believe me, I know how much of an ordeal it's been for you.
It was nothing.
Liar. I was worried the pressure might break you. And yet, you rose above it all and guided Mr. Wright to victory. You've done well, Mr. Edgeworth. Now he gets a smile.
Stop it. I only did my job.
In light of this case, it seems a good self-examining is in order for all of us. Miss Sky. Yes, Your Honor. You are innocent of murder. However, although the Chief blackmailed you, the fact that is that you still acted as his accomplice. A trial will be scheduled for those crimes at a later date. Yes, I understand, Your Honor. Is there something amusing about all of this? Why are you smiling? It's been a long time, Your Honor. A long time since I felt free of these heavy chains. Well, this trial has gone on far too long already. Regarding the charge of murder, this court finds the defendant, Miss Lana Sky.
Not guilty.
Yeah. So I think there was like a manga that like showed that the person that throws all the confetti is Gumshoe.
We love Gumshoe.
That is all. This court is adjourned. February 25th, 5:03 p.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby Number 2. At long last, it's finally over. Emma? Why the long face? I'm sorry your sister didn't get completely off the hook, but at least she wasn't convicted for a murder she didn't commit.
No, that's not it. No, after the trial ended.
And see why Mia Fey thought so highly of you. I owe you my thanks, Mr. Wright. And to you too, Mr. Edgeworth. You've suffered every bit as much as I have over these past few days. You've done well.
No, I did my best too.
She just ignored you.
Yeah. But Lana didn't say a single word to me.
Hope I'm not interrupting anything, pals.
Don't do it again. Don't do it again. Don't do it again. Ah. I've already said this twice. I'm not saying it again.
So, wait, Detective Gumshoe, what is it?
You're doing this on purpose, aren't you? Making a detective run around all while on duty. To top it all off, you call me here. I've seen happier people at funerals. Hey, lighten up, pals. I'm only kidding.
Oh, are you here because of my sister again?
Nope. Not this time. I came today because of you, pal.
Me?
That's right. I thought you'd like to see someone.
Lana?
Should you be doing this? She's still under arrest, you know.
Well, I won't tell if you won't.
What about those guys standing by that door over there?
The security guards. They're not police officers.
Emma, I owe you an apology.
It's okay, sis. Don't worry about it.
That day, 2 years ago, was the first time in my life I ever panicked. It was all I could do to keep myself from screaming. All I could think about was keeping you from getting wrapped up in that mess.
Sis.
I asked Gant to help me cover up the truth. I thought I was doing it for your sake, but now I realize I was wrong. I changed after that day. I had to. It was the only way I could make it through in the past 2 years. I knew how much I was hurting you by distancing myself, but I couldn't bring myself to tell you what I did. I was scared. Scared that you'd look at me with those eyes of yours. I was scared of how you'd react if you knew.
But sis, we were only doing it for me.
No.
What?
I turned my back on you that day. In hiding what I believed to be the truth, I was deceiving you.
Sis.
I'm such a fool. It took me all this time to realize it. Emma, I'm so sorry.
But sis, you don't have to apologize. I'm happy now.
You're happy?
Of course. You know, sis, I always knew that one day you'd come back. Now you have.
Oh, Emma. Wait, do I... Oh, we got a hug.
That's so cute, don't make me cry. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it.
No one can change the past. The only thing we can do is strive to make up for our mistakes. Why must we make up for our mistakes, you ask? Because in so doing, we can find the way back to our rightful path. And it is from there that we can move on towards a brighter future.
Poggers!
At least that's what I felt watching the two sisters make up. Mr. Wright, Mr. Gumshoe,
Me?
thank you both for all that you've done. I'm sure we'll meet again someday. Isn't that right, Edgeworth? Edgeworth? Stop hiding and come over here. Where was he hiding?
I just came to say. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Edgeworth.
Right. Well, I'll be going now.
Mr. Edgeworth, I hope you don't blame yourself for what happened. We were the ones who acted corruptly, not you.
It's too late for me. No matter what anyone may say, I realized today that I can't correct my mistakes.
Mr. Edgeworth.
Not only that, but I'll never trust myself even anymore. Chief Gant was right.
You despise criminals. I can feel it. You and me, we're the same. One day you'll understand. Oh, believe me, you will. You're just one man. You'll see what it really takes to bring them down once you try to go it alone.
I do despise criminals. I plan to dedicate my entire life to fighting them. But in order to fight crime on my own, I'd need a weapon. It's scary, but I've known that to be true for quite some time now.
Edgeworth.
Who knows? Given enough time, I might have tried to pull something like Chief Kent did. The thought terrifies me. That's why I can't continue to be as a prosecutor.
Edgeworth. Don't you understand? Eamon Gant and your mentor, Manfred von Karma, were both the best of the best when it came to fighting crime, but they both made the same mistake. You said, in order to fight crime on my own, I'd need a weapon. That may be true, but think back to today's trial. You weren't alone. You were working together with Mr. Wright, and because of that partnership, you were able to present evidence that otherwise would have gone undiscovered. Isn't that right, Mr. Wright? Huh? What? Oh, yeah. What is this, a pop quiz?
Come on, Mr. Wright. Show him what Planet's talking about.
Save, just in case we need to present something. Evidence, huh? Something that neither Edgeworth nor I would have been able to find out on our own. Oh, the two pieces of this. Stick it together.
Yeah.
Created the thing.
That's the picture I drew.
Our counterattack began with this. You had one half of the evidence list, and I had the other. Apart, we wouldn't have been able to completely restore Emma's picture. That didn't just happen by chance, Mr. Edgeworth.
It's time for me to go.
Mr. Edgeworth.
If you'll excuse me. There are still some loose ends that need wrapping up. Take care, Chief Prosecutor.
Edgeworth, what will you do now? Well, whatever you do, just remember. You can let what happened kill the prosecutor in you, or you can let it help you grow. In the end, it's up to you.
I know. It seems I owe you my thanks too, right? But what I face now is my problem.
Edgeworth, I'll be waiting for you in court.
Farewell.
I'd better be going too.
Okay. But I'll visit you. I'll be by to visit you soon. Oh my god.
It seems we both have a lot to learn and catching up to do. Here, this is a little something for you. Scientific investigation with the duck.
Scientific investigation? Why are they all ducks?
It's the first book I ever bought. Study it well.
Thanks, sis. I will.
And so, another case came to a close. As for the sisters, I have faith. Faith that their lives have only just begun. And as for me, I think it's time I started on a new journey of my own. A journey to rediscover myself.
Well, don't go trekking off just yet, pal.
Huh? What is it, Detective?
There's just a little matter to be resolved about the chief prosecutor. You see, he isn't supposed to be out of jail like this.
But
I thought you said it was okay.
Yeah, well, it may be okay with me, but the folks at the prison are a different story.
Huh?
Basically, I had to bribe the guard in order to sneak her out for 30 minutes. Believe me, it wasn't cheap either.
Huh?
way to go, detective. I didn't know you had a wild side.
Yeah, well, you see, Mr. Wright, here's the one who'll be footing the bill.
Huh?
What, you think I could afford all that with my salary? You gotta be kidding me, pal.
Huh?
Thank you, Mr. Wright. You're the best.
Why is it? I suddenly feel like I want to scream.
Hey, I got an idea. Why don't we all go pay it off together?
Yeah, that's a great idea. Come on, guys. Let's go. Wow.
And here's the second credits. I arranged for a friend of mine in Europe to take care of Emma. I hope she'll be pleased to study under a top coroner. As for me, this affair has pretty much ended my days at the prosecutor's office. Still, I'll manage to find my way back to the field somehow. Then, I'll be able to investigate crimes together with Emma.
Are they in other games?
Maybe.
Okay. I was hoping that they were, because otherwise... Yeah.
Yikes. I thought I was a goner for a moment there in the end, though. They overlooked my unauthorized investigation in the chief's office. If we penalized you any more, it'd be worse than firing you. Yep, that's what they said. Just goes to show, you can't shake me off that easily.
Let's see, he took down a corrupt chief, so I mean...
He should be chief.
No, it doesn't work like that. You don't kill the chief and become the new one, type of thing.
Well, it should be.
My new mission is to guard the main entrance and take care of Billy. Can you believe it? I've been demoted to a security guard. My partner's keeping an eye on the entrance for me today. I'll show them, though. Someday I'm going to make a detective. I'm going to make detective. Yes, sir. Then I can be just like that Dick Gumshoe.
Never.
Never. No one can aspire to be as glorious as Dick Gumshoe.
Right.
Terrifying creature is still there.
1, 2, blue badgers coming for you. Oh my god.
Oh no, they died.
He's gonna crawl towards you now.
Just suddenly goes really fast across the screen.
Oh my god. That image is terrifying.
What is it? Can't you see I'm having me a showdown with the steak lunch partner? The star managed to sneak this steak in for me. Seeing as up guard duty, well, cowboy, it looks like you even gave it back.
Damn it.
You make sure Billy and the gang get their water.
Stop making it so fucking fast. Looks like we won't be seeing each other for a while. As a farewell gift, I put a new meal on the menu. The top
Right.
layer tastes bitter defeat. Is a lawyer's sweetest victory. Kids seem to dig turnabout theme. It's a hot cellar lemonade. Whatever. Just make sure not to eat it backwards.
So it's a Phoenix Wright based lunch. It like starts off like you're losing, and then the next part is like triumphant. So that's why she said don't eat it backwards. Then
Excellent.
you'll be happy, and then it gets gross. But
Yeah.
I'll never forget what that defense lawyer said after the trial. Let's see, what was his name again? Mr. Left? Anyway, he said he's been doing something or other for how many years? Well, anyway, I've got another trial to get to, so I better be. Huh? Oh no, I forgot my gavel. Sorry, gotta go.
He's still in his gown. He's always in his gown.
Never wears anything else.
Yeah. Shirt, tie, and a gown. That's it.
Nothing soothes the soul like fresh country air. Still, sometimes I do miss hearing you and your objection. Still, I can't go back until I'm a full-fledged spirit medium. My afternoon training's about to begin. Coming. Well, see you around, Nick. Sun and Maya.
Yep. Had to have her in case you missed her too much.
Can't have no Maya for one case or people start missing her.
Yep.
Mr. Edgeworth. Mr. Edgeworth? I brought you your tea. What's going on? What's the note? Oh my
What's it
goodness.
say? What's it say?
What does it say?
Thanks for coming to see me off. I can't believe I'm going to Europe. Thank you, Mr. Wright. Thank you so much for everything. I'm a little sad, but I'll be alright. Whenever I want to see Lana, all we have to do is open this book.
So we get to open it. And like open it the other way, like a Japanese book.
Yep.
This game that definitely doesn't take place in Japan or anything. Nice. Yeah. I'd make that the thumbnail, but I don't know if I should do anything from the ending, so.
Yeah. That's just so cute. So wholesome.
So wholesome. We did it, everyone. That was Phoenix Wright. Which one game? When I hit new game, it should, yes. That was Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney. That's what that was just called. In English, anyway. Next time, eventually, we'll get to Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney Justice for All. And then, of course, there's Trials and Tribulations. I'll probably do another tier list, because even if people aren't into tier lists, I like them because it gives, like, a... Even if it's just a single day break between games, so we're not just, like, one game after another. It feels like it's constant. You want to, like, get some time in between, but... Yeah!
Yeah.
Everyone, if you enjoyed this, then liking, subscribing, commenting, and sharing are all appreciated. The most important thing, though, that thou must absolutely do is have a nice day.